Hey everyone, it's Steve here from socialtransformation.us, and today I wanted to talk about how a kindness mindset can help you overcome social anxiety. And I want to start off by talking about a study that came out in the scientific journal Motivation and Emotion back in December of 2015, and the title of the study was Kindness Reduces Avoidance Goals in Socially Anxious Individuals. Now, if you have social anxiety, you usually have goals where these avoidance goals mean that you usually try to avoid social interaction whenever you can. And oftentimes, if you have social anxiety, you'll go out of your way to avoid a certain interaction. But the study broke down participants into three different groups. One of them were people that were told to just do regular exposure therapy, which is just starting an interaction with a random person. The second group was told to keep a diary of life events and just things that have happened to you throughout the day. And the final group was told to do a random act of kindness once per week. So they had people go through this for about 4 weeks, I believe, and then they measured their social anxiety symptoms before and after all the participants went through these conditions. And what they found was that the group that was two groups had lower symptoms. One of them was the exposure group, and the second one was the act of kindness group. And the act of kindness group actually showed a greater reduction in symptoms versus the exposure group. Now, exposure therapy is a very popular form of therapy for social anxiety, and it's shown to be effective for certain types of people. But having this kindness mindset can often be more effective. And I think I have a couple reasons why this might be the case. You know, it's easier to initiate a social interaction when you are offering to help someone or you're offering to be nice to someone in some way, right? Because it's not like you're trying to get anything from the other person. You're just interacting with them in order to make their life better. And when you enter a social interaction from that perspective, you know, it gives you an excuse or it gives you a reason to initiate that social interaction. And, you know, an act of kindness can be anything. It can be something small, like holding the door open for someone. It could be saying thank you to your bus driver. It could be giving someone a simple compliment, or it could be something that maybe takes a little more time, like doing volunteer work. Volunteer work is a really great way to overcome social anxiety, you know, whether it's helping out the elderly or helping out people who are homeless. You know, when you see people in need, when you see people that need help with something, you know, that can really stir up some inner motivation to actually step outside of your comfort zone and help them. So having that perspective, this kindness perspective, can really be very motivating when it comes to getting out of your shell, getting out of your comfort zone, initiating a social interaction, and, you know, actually helping people. So that's one reason why this kindness mindset can be very helpful for overcoming social anxiety. Another reason that is theorized in this study is that, you know, when you do something kind for someone, you know, you do feel good about yourself. You know, people say, you know, don't do something kind for someone if you just want something in return or if you just want to feel good about yourself. But the truth is that doing kind things for people does feel good. Usually it feels good for most people to do something kind for someone. And it changes your perception of yourself as well. You know, if you do something nice for someone, even just, you know, giving them a small compliment, you know, you start to think, you know what, I'm not such a bad person. You know, I can be a nice guy. You know, I can be kind toward people. and that changes your self-image, and that can make you feel better about yourself. It can boost your confidence and boost your self-esteem and boost, the beliefs that you have about yourself. So that can be very helpful. So I think, approaching social interactions from this kindness mindset can actually be a really useful perspective to help overcome social anxiety and to help get out of your shell more. So, for the next day or two, try to find opportunities in your life to do something kind, and it doesn't have to be big. It can just be holding the door open for someone. It could just be complimenting someone. I just recently complimented, someone's shoes. It was just a random dude that I was talking to at a party, and I was like, wow, I really like those shoes. And I was being genuine too. I really did like those shoes. So, and I felt good about it. It's a way to build a connection with someone. It's a reason to start a conversation, and it's just a good thing for overcoming social anxiety. So yeah, try to keep this kindness mindset in mind. You don't have to become Mother Teresa or anything, but a little bit of more kindness, a small act of kindness can be very beneficial for coming out of your shell and overcoming social anxiety. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I thought it was an interesting study, and I think it can be a very helpful tip. So thanks for listening to me. Have a good one.